Frameworks assignment on positive behavioral interventions and supports, otherwise known as PBIS. Positive behavioral interventions and supports defined. Positive behavioral interventions and supports, PBIS, is an evidence-based three-tier framework to improve and integrate all of the data, systems, and practices affecting student outcomes every day. PBIS creates schools where all students succeed. And this is from the Center on PBIS in 2025. The components of PBIS and its relevance to ABA. PBIS is a three-tier model that is traditionally applied to schools to encourage positive behaviors and decrease negative behaviors. It consists of Tier 1 supports, which is interventions that everyone at an entire school receives. Typically, they're antecedent procedures. Tier 2 supports, which 10 to 15% of the school receives. And Tier 3 supports, which 5% of a school receives. The relevance to ABA is that it focuses on behavior change of specific individuals within a group to change group behaviors. Students with behavioral challenges are more likely to struggle with academic achievements. I utilized ChatGPT to create a case study about enhancing academic success for diverse graduate students at Summit University. Summit University is a mid-sized urban institution with a growing graduate student population. The graduate programs attract students from diverse backgrounds, including first-generation college students, international students, part-time learners balancing full-time jobs, and students from underrepresented racial and ethnic groups. Over the past 2 years, faculty and administrators have noticed several concerning trends: inconsistent academic performance, high levels of academic stress and burnout, underutilization of support resources, and feelings of isolation. The faculty and advisors agree that students are academically capable but face non-academic barriers that affect their performance, and the university is exploring how a PBIS-informed framework might improve outcomes. PBIS review of literature. In the article Study of Training in Multi-Tiered Systems of Support for Behavior, Impacts on Elementary School Students' Outcomes in 2022, the study found that the program did not have any impact on disruptive behavior and did not increase academic achievement. In the article Updating and Expanding Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analyses on the Effects of School-Wide Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports in 2020, academic achievement was improved and school discipline was also reduced. In a longitudinal disciplinary and achievement outcomes associated with school-wide PBIS implementation level in 2019, schools should consider implementing core components of Tier 1 PBIS and conducting fidelity checks. PBIS may have indirect effects on academic achievement through improvements in student behavior, but more research is needed. Then, the effects of a positive behavior interventions and support data platform on student academic and disciplinary outcomes in 2018 found that a PBIS program resulted in decreases in the number and length of school suspensions. It may also result in decreases in the number of disruptions in classes for high performers, leading to increases in academic achievements. For critical evaluation, the utility. Utility of PBIS can be an effective way to reduce problematic behavior in schools, using techniques similar to ABA such as reinforcement and modeling. Limitations. There doesn't seem to be a clear explanation if PBIS itself directly leads to academic improvements and in which populations of students. Interventions can be costly and require a considerable amount of training and maintenance. Most, if not all, PBIS interventions are applied to elementary, middle, and high schoolers. It's lacking research on its application in college and graduate level students, which was the foundation of this assignment. Its effectiveness is questionable. If academic improvements is moderated by decreases in problematic student behavior, it's questionable if that correlation would be useful for graduate level environments.